Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about the model 4, that is motivation, session 4 once again. So today we'll be discussing about the theories of motivation, the Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation, as well as what is the VIE. Okay. Okay. The first one is the theories of motivation. So the theories of motivation, as done by the authors who has written this textbook. So there are two theories as per them: content theories of work motivation and security motive. So content theories of work motivation. So before jumping onto this explanation, I want to give an example. Suppose you are working in a well established company. Okay, so first of all, your job satisfaction, you satisfy a job if you perform very well, and you'll be appreciated for that. Once your appreciation is done, then you'll be promoted on basis of your post, your level, your performance. Okay, so at each step it motivates you in order to go further, grow yourself, and also help your team members. Okay, so meaning to say is that there's a theory of work motivation, as you can see here. So theories of work motivation denotes that it determines what it motivates the people at work. It may be several factors like means getting a higher post, or helping the team members, or pushing the company to the top number one position. So there are certain number of factors. It depends. So at first, money was felt to be the only incentive, that is the motivation for the money people used to work. That depends upon the human nature. Yeah, for money I'll get motivated and I'll work for the money, not for the fame, not for the promotion and all. But some human characters are there, they get motivated based on how they work, how they organize the work culture, for what they work for, working for getting the promotion, working for pushing the company to the top one number position in the world. So it depends. So those all things, how to study those, how to gain those knowledge, is comes under content theories of work motivation. Prestige motivation can be a powerful and continuing force in shaping a man's career. Prestige in the sense, suppose you keep on getting promotion by promotion, so you're getting a respect in some kind of way in front of your colleagues, so that determines your prestige in front of them. So that motivates you continuously, and hence your work performance will be better. So this was all about the content theories of work motivation. Second, secondary motive. Suppose you work in a company, then you need some security. Suppose in after 2 years you might face some financial crisis, you might face some health issues, so you need to be protected from your company which you work on. What you give to the company should give to you back. So that motivates you. Suppose you are in a hospital and you don't have that much amount to incur your hospital expenses, then the company comes into picture. You can have some life insurance, that insurance, the accidental insurance. So company pays some amount in order to get back your health. So that motivates you. Yeah, my company has done so much for me. Then that motivates you, and hence you work again with a good attitude, with a good hope that yeah, company has done so much, I also have done. But that motivates you. So that comes under security motive. As you can see in the sentence, all men are after all vulnerable to accidents, riots, etc. So that needs to be covered up if you're working in a well established company. So that comes under security motive. So these were the theories between the theories of motivation, that is content theories of work motivation and security motive. Moving on further, there's a diagram here. So depending on the human nature, they get motivated daily or weekly. So they will be self-actualization, the self-satisfaction of your job. Esteem needs in the sense, suppose you have a good salary, so it depends how you remove expenses or spend your salary. Safety needs and psychological needs in the sense, yeah, suppose now if you want to buy a fridge, but you don't have the salary in order to manage your financial matter, so you push that buying a fridge to further months, then you buy the fridge. So that depends on the psychological needs. Safety needs in the sense, it might be your life insurance from the company, from other third party like LIC and all. So this is a diagram just developed by this the author who studied this motivation theory, and has come up with this diagram, which depends on certain human factors, how they motivate based on how they see the motivation, like physical, psychological needs, safety needs, esteem needs, self-actualization or self-satisfaction of a job. Moving on further, Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation. Okay, he has developed two factors of motivation, mainly and hygiene factors. It's also known as an hygiene factor. Okay, Hygiene in the sense, suppose now you work more than 8 hours in a company, so that needs to be appreciated to you. If there's no appreciation, then you will feel the need why do I have to work, so I can find a new company that can give much more appreciation which I'm working currently. So that determines hygiene factors. That is one of the examples just I've given you, like more than 8 hours. Hygiene factors might be like after 2 years, the company will give some benefits to you. After 5 years, as you will be a team lead, you will be allowed to work from home. So those are the hygiene factors that motivate the person in order to keep him for the lifetime in his company. So that is determined by this Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation. Two-factor why company provides you something after 5 years, 4 years. Company is investing something in you and getting back something to you. Suppose now I have a colleague, he is working for more than 5 years. I had to keep him motivated, so I provide him some gift, provide him some work from home opportunity. So then he motivates through it, and he feels that yes, this company is good, so I'll work from him throughout a lifetime. So that is a two-factor theory or motivation strategy used by the companies. For example, status, job security, salary, and fringe benefits. So these are all the benefits that can be given by a company to its employees to maintain the relationship. And also are needed to ensure employees not dissatisfied, so they make sure that the employee is continuously motivated weekly, daily, based on his performance or company's relationships. So that was the Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation. Moving on further, certain motivation factors depends upon individual how he motivates through these factors. There are achievement, there may promotion, there may salary, status in the sense how people look at you in a company, supervision, team lead, location lead, company and policy administration, as I said, you health crisis, financial crisis, pay and benefits, the payment on time, payment before time, payment after first date, so on. So these are the motivation factors that motivates individual. Moving on further, this is the author's theory part about what the motivation factors are there. Moving further, there's one more theory known as VIE, which comes under this Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation. VI stands for valence, instrumentality, and expectancy. So by valence, it determines the individual performance for a particular outcome. What outcome? Whether he'll be promoted, whether he'll get a good salary, whether he'll be moving on for work from home opportunity, and so on. In order for the valence to be positive, the person must prefer attaining the outcome, not to attaining. Here is that, yeah, do work, but don't think of the benefit. A valence of 0 occurs when the individual is indifferent towards the outcome. That is, he doesn't he doesn't care what is the outcome, but I want to work. The valence is negative when the individual prefers not attaining the outcome to attaining the outcome. That is, he doesn't work properly, but he needs that to be achieved. Suppose now he wants the promotion, but promotion will be given to him if he works properly, his performance is properly. What it does, when the valence is negative, he doesn't work properly, but he wants the promotion. So that comes under this category. There's an example here. Assume that an individual desires promotion and he feels that superior performance is a very strong factor in achieving the goal. His first level outcomes are then superior. Yeah, I want this performance, this promotion, and second level outcome is promotion. If he works continuously, he works more than not 6 hours, 8 hours and all. So he is, I'm working for continuously 12 hours, I need big promotion. So his second level will be a simple promotion, but first level will be a big promotion. The first level outcome of high performance thus requires a positive valence in virtue of its expected relationship. What you give, what you expect, that is the a positive valence. If it says a negative valence, you don't work that much, but you need that promotion. That comes under negative valence. So for the example is this the sentences. Moving on further, although at the first glance the expectancy concept may appear to be identical to instrumentality input into valence, but in fact it's quite different. Meaning to say is that the instrumentality and valence are different. This is different and this is different. Both plays an important role and also the different roles. Expectancy differs from instrumentality. It relates to efforts to first level outcomes, where instrumentality relates to first and second level outcome. Here what it's saying that you work for something, and when you work for something, you want something. Like for example, you work 16 hours straight. Why you work? For the promotion, for the getting a new status in this organization and moving on further. So that determines your instrumental sense working 4 hours or working more than 16 hours, being on time and all. Violence comes into picture. You work 8 hours, you expect something. You work 6 hours, you expect something. So these two are different. In nutshell, the strength of motivation to perform a certain act will depend on the algebraic sum of the products of the values, like positive and negative, for the outcome, material promotion, big promotion, small promotion. That includes instrumentality more than 16 hours, 8 hours, many times, that is many times the expectancies. So this was about the Herzberg's two-factor theory of motivation, and also the theories of motivation. Any doubts, just message me, and thank you for your time.